My name's Scott Meyer and I'm with Seniorcare Advisors, and we partner up with companies and help educate their employees that are facing caregiving responsibilities.
So when an employee has responsibility for both their work and their own family and their aging parents, it impacts them financially, it impacts their ability to focus at work, it impacts their ability to stay here at work and be here at work when needed, and that ongoing stress of having multiple demands that really is difficult for them sometimes to balance.
When family emergencies come up and it's a matter of placing a loved one in a senior care facility, Scott's group is wonderful in the fact that they're very, very knowledgeable. I've worked with them the entire 4 years I've been in the industry. They know everything there is to know about this industry. And to top it off, they're great at financial planning, they're great at the benefits programs that are out there, and they just really make things easy.
What we have found is a lot of companies are unaware of the costs associated with an employee that's actually a caregiver, and they're not factoring in an employee coming in late, leaving early. Maybe they're taking a lot of sick time, vacation time, and that gets really expensive for a company. So what we provide free of charge for their employees is free counseling service. We also do a lot of seminars, lunch and learns. We're really in the education business.
Well, the best advantage to having senior care advisors come in is to have your employees meet with them, and they can help them through the crisis situations before that happens. They can advise them what the care plan would be and what the course would be, and they would know exactly what to do. They'd have their number, and this would be so helpful, and it would also help with your employees because then they're not worried and having to take time off and away from work to handle those problems. They already know what to do.
So if you're concerned about, and everyone should be concerned about, taking too much time off of work, as an HR director, giving some planning tips and some support for your staff to be able to plan in advance not only where a loved one would go, what type of facility you're looking for, but also financial planning and emotional and family planning internally.
Just recently I have moved both my parents into an assisted living facility. My mother is in a wheelchair, has been for many years. My father, in caring for her over the last 15 or 20 years, neglected his own health. And so the assisted living made sense to us. It was the option for us that would support them in all their daily needs and their functions, and make sure that they were getting a balanced diet and someone was checking on both of them on a regular basis.
So our population of baby boomers is booming, and this is a crisis. This is going to be happening more and more and more. So you need to be proactive and have your employees talk to people that can advise them, so we don't have an epidemic of people having to take time off to be with their family members.
For us, our population, including those baby boomers, are increasingly having to take responsibility for their parents and caring for their parents and their health and welfare, and that impacts their ability to be here and be present and be part of our work as well.
I think the biggest reason to contact Senior Care Advisors is to give your employees that option to have a plan so that they don't miss work.
From an HR perspective, one of the key tools and the key benefits to working with Senior Care Advisors is keeping your employees on the job, keeping them educated and prepared.
The services that Senior Care Advisors offer to our employees, such as the counseling and the pre-planning services, can be a tremendous help to an employee who is facing this situation. And as an HR director, that helps us to make sure that our employees are able to be at work and be focused where they need to be when those difficult situations arise. I would absolutely advise you to contact Senior Care Advisors. It's free, there's no obligation, and you know what it is somebody to listen to and a third party to kind of help you vet some of the things you're dealing with, some of your emotions, some of the struggles that you're having, the financial questions you have. It was such a huge help to me. I would absolutely advise somebody to do the same thing.